Hey guys, welcome to Scarlet Tarot. I hope everyone is doing great and amazing. This is basically a love prediction of what's coming in September 2025 for you, especially for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Please note that this is a collective reading, so all the messages might not resonate with you. All right, so let's start with Cancer. What's your September 2025 energies in love? Princess. You can be your own knight. Something tells me that you will be giving special attention to your self-worth this month. You could be someone who'd be joining gym. You could be someone who'd be like really taking care of yourself. You're like, I don't need anyone to take care of myself. I can do it myself. And you're putting rest to some sort of an overthinking. Something tells me you'll also have your guards up. Those energy where you are letting things surrender to the universe and you're kind of flowing. That is the kind of energy that I'm picking up, especially from you guys. You're also going out and exploring, but it's going out there with friends and exploring life altogether, enjoying, having fun. It's not like you're going out on dates or anything of that sort, but it's more like you are enjoying your life. Could be someone who'll be changing a wardrobe for some of you. But yes, you had been in an overthinking sort of a mindset for a really long time, and you're changing it now. You don't want to overthink things. You don't want to overdo things for people. You don't want to be someone who doesn't have boundaries. You're kind of rediscovering all by yourself now. You're basically working on your aura as well, and you're like literally brightening it up. It could be intentional, like you could be doing certain rituals, spiritual practices to do it, or you're just doing it naturally. Okay. September 2025, let's see. Hangman, Two of Cups. You're putting things to rest. It's more like there was someone in your energy who sort of taught you something. It could be more like a karmic connection. There were a lot of lessons that needs to be learned, and you've learned those lessons. With Nine of Swords energy coming in, it also represents that before becoming this, you could be someone who was like overthinking a lot, not being able to sleep at night. You could be like someone who literally had dark circles, overthinking about things. What is going on in my life? Where is this my life heading? What am I supposed to learn out of this? What am I supposed to gain out of this? Why can't I have this person? Why can't this person doesn't show me a mutual, you know, availability as far as you, your feelings, your availabilities are concerned? Because you were someone who was like very much giving into this connection, but I see there was a lack of reciprocity happening, and that was more of a lesson from your side, like how not to overgive. And you're now putting things to pause. You're like, okay, I am going to deliberately not go into another relationship or not get into any other interaction with anyone, especially when it comes to dating, because I want to heal myself. I don't want to go around and dump traumas on people. That's what I see happening for you. You will also take a lot of time trusting people again. Nine of Wands. Something tells me you're not interested in people who are more like Knight of Wands. You've learned your lesson. You're like, if someone cannot be Emperor in reverse, if someone cannot come and take accountability and come with a very unstable energy, very hot and cold, someone who doesn't invest into me, someone who's lacking that intention to build foundation with you, you're not interested. You're not interested. You've learned your lesson. You're no more getting into this hot and cold sort of an energy. What's happening in your love life? Who's coming towards you? Emperor, the Magician, someone who's a go-getter, someone who's going to make things happen. And it's not someone from the past, it's actually someone that you will move forward. You kind of are meeting someone new, because up until now you were meeting emperors in reverse, and now when you realized your power, now you're changing the course of action. Now you're realizing you're changing your energies towards people that you meet, invest into. You're like, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in anyone who cannot show up in a relationship. And that's what universe is now offering you. That's okay. These two people who you were dealing with, the past can be in the past, and I'm going to give you someone new. Are you willing to take it or not? That is the question. Because you are the artist, Cancerian. So you are the artist. That means you can build it if you want to. If you want to. What would be the blockage? Three of Swords. You're heartbroken over the past. Still, you are the artist. You're still heartbroken over the past, whatever that has happened. You are resisting that transformation. You're still kind of looking back into the past energies. There is a transformation that needs to happen, and you're resisting that transformation. Or maybe to literally give again into any other connection. That is something which is very difficult for you at this point in time. Are you resisting that transformation? I don't think that you are. I don't see that you are resisting it. You're definitely transforming. You're taking more and more accountability. You are becoming stronger, and now you want someone as strong as you, or more, or stronger than you, to handle your energies. But then there's still an element of heartbreak which is coming in here. And that heartbreak is more like rejection again. What if I get into this again? And what if things don't work out? What if I end up doing the same things again and again? What if I again experience the same sort of heartbreak which I have experienced in the past? So you will be resisting this connection. For a lot of you, you guys will be resisting this connection. Tell me more about this new person. Five of Wands, Ace of Cups, Four of Cups, Knight of Cups. You know what? This person is also more like you. They are also just looking forward to end the dramatic situation in their life. This person is actually more like an emperor, because this person is coming across as someone who's a go-getter. This person wants to end that competition, because that new beginning could be. You could feel that this person is love bombing you, because they'll start to express their feelings too early. And you'll be in those energies where you'll feel like, what a drama. Is this person love bombing me? Because you'll still be conflicted about why this is happening so early. And this person's energy is Four of Cups and Knight of Cups. So yeah, the expression of feelings will be pretty soon. And when this person's going to come forward, they will also be having options, but they don't want those options. You also had options, but you didn't want those options. So both of you are meeting at a juncture where both of you have told universe that I don't want anyone from the past. I want someone who can show up. And similarly, this person is also doing that. I'm going to sit there. I'm going to wait. The options that I have right now doesn't go well with me. So I'm going to wait for my person, and I'm relying on you, universe, to make it happen. And that's when this person's going to meet you. And because they'll be waiting for you to come, and because there was more of a waiting energy, when they'll find you, that's when they'll start to be more expressive, and you'll be like, okay, hold on, this is drama. This is like me getting into the same sort of an energy again. What is the advice for you? Let's find out. Ten of Cups, Six of Pentacles, King of Wands, Queen of, this could be your person. Just that you're being very defensive about it. You want to explore more connections because you're easily getting this connection, by the way. This is definitely your person, all right? But your advice here is to keep an equal give and take, because sometimes it happens that we're so much stuck in the past that whenever a new person shows up, we're like, okay, well, I don't know about this thing. So you tend to hold yourself back from investing into this connection. So what you are doing is like you're kind of breadcrumbing this person because you're not completely invested into it, which is kind of ruining your karma only. So if you're not interested, just be upfront that you're not interested and you won't be able to give. It's not about just receiving things from the person and then you giving breadcrumbs in return. It's more like the past is repeating, it's just the other way around, because you are taking a lot of time to heal yourself, and because you're like, all right, so I'm gonna be in my own element. So you have to like literally communicate this to other person. You can't be defensive about it. Okay, you do want to explore other options though. You want to, but don't end up being a player now because you got played. You see what I'm saying? It's okay to focus on yourself, but it's also not okay to keep the other person hanging. Okay? All right, so this is what I have for you for the September reading. Let's move on to Scorpio. What's up, Scorpios? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We are checking what's coming up for you in September. Scorpios. Universe, we're all just stardust. All this is more specifically a love reading, but I see something is coming to light. It's more like you're releasing a connection. You're clearing up some sort of karmic debt. You're also forgiving someone, it looks like. We do have Saturn in the background, right? And we have 31st here. You're becoming more and more wiser, and you're turning more and more inward because you're becoming more wiser, and because you're kind of releasing something, and you're recognizing and you're connecting with one single energy, and that is unity consciousness. I don't know why am I saying all of that. Maybe it'll gonna rip. You guys can relate if it's relating with you, otherwise just leave this message for someone else to pick it up. What's that word? You're becoming spiritually more woke in September. What are you doing? And it's not like you're kind of, you're changing your looks, you're going to the gym, you're changing your hair, you're coloring your hair, and you're like, I am done with guys or I'm done with women, and all I want to do is just focus on myself. No, you're having this compassion within yourself, literally compassion. You could be someone who's more like wearing a black glitter nail paint in September. What is happening in your love life in September, Scorpios? Six of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Eight of Cups. You're walking away from something. You're walking away from a heartbreak. You're walking away from people giving you breadcrumbs. You're walking away from people who are not giving you equal give and take. And it's not about equal give and take. You're walking away from people in general who are just latching onto you. Anyone who's like leeching your energy, you're walking away from that person. It's more like you're walking away from confusion in general. You're getting more and more clarity. I see you literally clearing up some sort of karmic baggages. Yeah, and you're healing. Temperance, King of Cups, Temperance, Page of Cups. You're building up your boundaries, Scorpios. Whatever that you're doing is working out now. Who's coming towards Scorpio in September? Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords. Someone who wants to invest into this connection, Scorpios. Someone who was very much distant with you, someone who kind of left you and you sort of glowed up. You started to embody this energy of singlehood. You started to have your new beginning. And now this person wants you back. They want to talk to you. It could even turn into an argument, but it's more like you're not interested. They're regretful of the past. They're having the realizations as well. They want to talk. They want to clarify things. But then you don't want to talk anymore. You're not interested in talking because you feel that this person still doesn't match up to your level. They're coming across as knight and you're the Queen of Swords. So you're like, unless you can't match up or become a king, I'm not interested to talk to a knight. These are your energies, by the way. This person wants to talk, communicate, clarify things, wants to take it forward, and you're like putting it down. You're not even engaging into a conversation is what I'm feeling, Scorpios. Someone who actually learned that there is a potential in this connection. Yeah, see? They were very much defensive about it. They literally meditated and then they found out that you are their option, number one, and you are the one with whom they would want to make things work. And now they're determined to make this work. So just maybe this person will be very much persistent now because they have a shift in perspective. What they were in the past, they are not right now. They're basically coming across as a changed version. What is blocking Scorpios? The Tower. Seven of Swords. There are trust issues with this person. This person is like one moment they're in, the other moment they're out. This person is more like they come, they love bomb you, they make you feel that you guys are together, but then there could also be a third party involved here. All of a sudden, things just sort of shake up. You are like left on red. And which is why you are hesitant to start something new with this person, even if they are coming across as someone who's very pushy. Yeah, you sort of ended things with this person. You're no longer interested. But at one point in time, you were, where is my 10 of cups? Oh, I lost it. Oh, I had 10 of cups at the bottom. At one point in time, you were very much interested. You thought this is more like your person because you felt that connection with them. It's more like a betrayal. And the kind of betrayal which is more like, um, it's like something was, you feel as if you're getting something and then all of a sudden they just pulled back. You see what I'm saying? That kind of a thing sort of happened with this 10 of cups. Like you almost wanted to reach out and they almost made you feel that yes, we are in a connection, and then all of a sudden they just, there is like ghosted, vanished. And you don't want to reinitiate that chapter. What else Scorpio needs to know? Judgment, Moon, Knight of Pentacles. You are releasing all of these feelings. Whatever that you're feeling right now, you're releasing all of these feelings. Howsoever this person has made you feel in the past, you're releasing all of that. You're getting in touch with your intuition and you're making a call to literally just move forward slowly and gradually. And it's not like you're being very slow about it. You are getting yourself grounded. You know what, Scorpios? And Scorpio being grounded is a very powerful thing that can only happen once you're spiritual, because it's a very emotional sign. Tell me about it. So yeah, I do see that you're getting grounded in your emotions, you're getting grounded in your intuition, and you're releasing all the feelings, all the negative feelings that you have been feeling all this while. Four of Pentacles, you're becoming more and more wiser who to spend your energy to. You're literally healing yourself. You know that you will gonna find someone, more like Two of Cups, more like a soulmate sort of an energy coming in here. It's just that you just have to trust your divine, and you, all the connection that you have is basically with the universe in general. So if you are the Scorpios watching this reading who are not spiritual at all, who are still hanging on to your person, who still have attachments, who still have resentment, bitter feelings, obsession and all of that, I don't think so this is your reading. I'm actually talking to those of you who is actually doing the work and who has done it, actually, who has done that work, who's feeling a little bit hurt. Resentment is there, but you have full intentions to release that resentment. And whosoever in from the past is coming towards you, you're no longer interested to talk. You're no longer interested to talk, because now you're more like, I know what I can have. You're coming across as queen, and we do have two queens here. So you're definitely on the path of becoming an empress. Genders don't matter. Because Two of Cups is a very spiritual love sort of an energy, and you're not interested in anything that's just earthly energies, which is just based on normal stuff. You are elevating yourself, and that's why you are seeing a relationship also from an elevated glance. And that's what you want to have. What's the advice for Scorpios? Ace of Cups. Stay out of drama. Heal your heart. Give opportunity to others. So whenever that someone is coming towards you, give that opportunity and stay out of drama. Also, please, while exploration is good, right, invest into someone who, how do I put it? I don't want to like sound so, okay, let me put it that way. Don't have two or three options at the same time, Scorpios, even if you're in an exploration phase. because that kind of gets you off the ground, you know. And the one who's coming in very hot and heavy, you're going to go forward with that person. So I'm telling you, don't kind of, even if you're exploring, just explore one after the other when you have cleared the things with the first person, that no, nothing's going to work out here, so let's just move on to the next person, and that's good. But if you're someone who's more like you know, if you're someone who's like talking to too many people at the same time, don't do that. Don't do that, because you're kind of over investing your energies, right, which you don't want to do. Secondly, you won't be able to tap into your intuition, which is very much necessary, especially if you're looking for Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Cup, which is a very grounded sort of a love situation, a new love situation that's going to come your way, which can make this Two of Cups feel successful. So A, you're releasing whatever that has happened in the past, and B, you are definitely focusing on yourself, and always trust your intuition if you are looking for or talking to someone new or investing your energies into someone new. But again, at the same time, don't talk to too many people at once or more than one person at once. So your approach has to be a little bit conservative, if I have to put it that way. That's more of an, I don't know what kind of advice is that, but that's what is coming through. Okay, Scorpios, peace out. Bye bye. Pisces, hello, what's up? Let's just find out what is coming in September for you guys. What is your energies in September? Expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. Number 12. You could have been someone who's like very, see, 12 is the number of your zodiac sign, and 12 is here. So clearly this reading is for you. Anyway, this reading is for you only. I'm setting an intention for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. You were someone who was kind of putting everyone else first, their emotions first. And now you're putting your emotions first. That's the kind of message that I'm getting. You know, you're kind of getting into those energies where I want to gift something to myself. I want to gift something to myself. Let's see your energies in your love life for love in September for Pisces. 8 of Swords, 3 of Cups. Yeah, like I said, you were someone who was so much focused on others' happiness that you sort of forgot how to enjoy life yourself. And that is a bad thing. Let me tell you that. Let me put it that way. Yes, that was a bad thing, because it was not giving you happiness. It was more about you feel that you're kind of juggling with things. You're kind of navigating and shifting your emotions based on other people, and you don't want to do that anymore. That's what your energies are. You feel trapped doing so, even though you were not trapped. Who's coming towards you, Pisces? Who is coming towards you? Page of Swords. The Well. Someone who's still not sure about you. Someone who still wants to just test the waters. Someone who's more like, let me just go forward. Someone who's basically like that energy that you put others' emotions first and not yourself. Someone who likes that, how amazing you are because you kind of make them feel special and important. But someone can also reach out to you based on curiosity because they don't know what is going on in your life because you started to act otherwise. How are you acting? Who's this person? How are you acting with them? The Empress. You started to value yourself. You're still juggling with it though, but you definitely started to value yourself. You started to focus on your own things. You started to have your own new beginnings, and you're more like coming across as someone who's going inward. The approval, the emotion, for everything. You're more like taking care of yourself, and someone who's like not liking this version of yourself because it's more like that old version of you was giving them the inspiration and the energy. However, now you are shifting that inspiration and the energy for yourself. You're reserving those things to yourself. You're still balancing it out. You're still in the process. I would not say that you're completely overcame it. You're still in the process, but you're getting there definitely. You're healing from a situation. What kind of a situation? What is what are Pisces healing from? Queen of Pentacles. You overgave into a connection. You overgave into a connection. It's like you were the one who was nurturing, and you were the one who were building this relationship. You were the one who were making all the plans. You were the one who were deciding the future, and this person was just distracted. You felt as if, I mean, what the hell? Yeah, this was more of a lesson. You were very, very invested. And now you're invested in yourself. Tell me more about this person who's coming towards Pisces. Ace of Swords, Temperance, Five of Cups, Six of Cups. Someone who's actually missing your old version. Someone with whom things have ended definitely. All of a sudden things have ended. And this person has explored everywhere. They did not get the kind of energy that you bring in. This person is sort of realizing that yes, I mean Pisces is the one who can make me feel good. What is this intentions? What are this person's intentions with Pisces? The moon. Intentions. Death. This person is depressed. They are at a juncture where they feel that, if they don't change themselves, that means nothing is going well in their life. There is, of course, transformation, emotional transformation. And that transformation is kind of leading to overthinking, depression, them not being able to sleep at night. There are fears. And what they are coming for is that definitely healing, latching onto your energies. And then I'm actually painting this person as a devil. Five of Swords, Queen of Swords. They don't like that your boundaries are up. They want to dismantle those boundaries. They want to communicate with you. And they don't know this changed version of you. They don't like it, first of all. Let me tell you. because you felt like someone to whom they can come, and it looks like you're not available anymore. So it's more like they're homeless now and they don't know where to go. What is the advice for Pisces? Nine of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Justice, Seven of Swords. Okay, hold on. I'm not getting any messages for you. Clarify Seven of Swords. Move on. Your advice is basically to move on. If you want to think, because this chapter is closed, Six of Swords, move on. Move on from this person, because you know the story will just gonna repeat itself if you don't move on. If you don't move on, you're kind of repeating the same sort of story, the same thing, the same feelings with the same person. If you're waiting and if you're thinking that this person's gonna change, no, you have to learn the lesson. You have to literally move on so that you can meet someone who's more like Ten of Pentacles, right? This person is coming more across King of Wands because they are someone who's non-committal. They can come forward. There could be a great passion. This person can make you feel good for a little bit period of time, but they're more like fire. So fire die out. They are not forever. You want a pentacle energy, something which is much more grounded. So choose your battles. Everything here is just closed off. There's nothing new to explore. And let me tell you one thing, Nine of Wands is also coming, Six of Pentacles is also coming, and then Seven of Cups is coming. I'm telling you one thing, this situation, if you restart it, it's going to be so much stagnant that you will just get bored and then you'll be forced to leave out of it. If you want to experience that boredom, then please go ahead. If you don't want to experience that boredom and if you don't want to waste your time, then simply just move on. You've already learned your lesson. You've already changed your energies. I mean, why to get into something which is not fulfilling you? That's what your advice is. All right, so this was your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye bye and take care.